I have been playing Titanfall 2 for nearly 2 years straight, and I can confidently say that no other shooter that I've played comes close to feeling as good as this one. Apex Legends is Titanfall without any titans or pilots, so it's completely different, and then apparently Call of Duty tried with Advanced Warfare, but I haven't seen them remake that one, so I guess that didn't go too well. But neither of these games has any of the fast movement or any of the mechs that make Titanfall so enjoyable to play. If you haven't played Titanfall 2's campaign yet, then you're missing out on one of the best campaigns in a first-person shooter, in my completely biased opinion. The writing is really well done, and the vibe that the game surrounds you in is like a mix between James Cameron's Avatar and Call of Duty, which makes a bit of sense since the guys who founded Respawn Studios worked on most of the original Modern Warfare games, and I don't know anyone who didn't like Avatar. We're talking about the space blue people Avatar, in case that wasn't clear, but if you want it to firebend, I can recommend a certain Titan. I've played through the story about 4 times over the past 2 years, and I probably will play through it again if I'm being honest. There's fantastic variety in the missions, and the devs get you used to all of the intended movement mechanics in the tutorial, which, I mean, yeah, duh, but there's also unintended secret arts that one can only learn through the online tutorial of Wiki YouTube. More on those in a sec. Gives you a fantastic challenge when it comes to movement and your aiming skills as well. The Infect and Cause mission is probably the favorite one for almost anyone who's played Titanfall 2. It's a mostly pilot-only mission with time shifting between the present and sometime in the past. Certain paths are blocked off or just completely destroyed depending on when you are in time. So as a pilot, your timing, pun intended, needs to be good, or you might end up with, your top half in the floor and tanning your you-know-what hole under the red warning lights like this dude. But really, the campaign is a tutorial for the multiplayer, which is where most people will spend 97.97.97% of their time in this game. For contrast, during the campaign, the only pilots that you ever fight are the bosses, and I guess there's a couple of, just titans running around as well. I don't really count them though. And all of the bosses will fight from the safety of their Titan's cockpits, which, I mean, fair enough. I personally would also rather fight a tank with another tank than on foot. But in the multiplayer, you are fighting other pilots on foot as well as in player piloted Titans. I don't think anyone would disagree with me that this makes things much more unpredictable and challenging. An experience that you just won't get from the campaign. Yeah, baby. Movement is also such an integral part of the multiplayer, which is where those secret arts of unintended movement come into play. I mean, there's moves like slide hopping, bee hopping, wall kicking, air strafing, grenade boosting, grapple slingshots, and more that are on the speedrunning side of things that I don't really know the names of, but these are the ones that I've learned so far. And these are all, I wouldn't say essential for playing, but they definitely unlock a whole new dimension of fun in the game. I mean, who doesn't want to go blazing fast across a map in 2 seconds? I'd say slide hopping is the most important, since it speeds you up to Mach 5 speed when paired with either the grapple stim or the pilot loadouts, which lets you get around the map much faster than if you just ran. And aside from the movement, the combination of a few players plus the waves and waves of NPC units that just flood the map makes the multiplayer feel like a proper battle instead of just a cosplay paintball match. And the grunts actually react to the situation around them, and they'll have different lines based on where you are and what you've been doing. And then they get tougher, and they also tend to be a bit more explosive as the game progresses. Ooh, let's go. This makes Titanfall 2 feel almost like a mini version of games like Star Wars Battlefront Classic, which is quite nice because I really like that game. There are also 0 microtransactions in Titanfall 2. Like, every skin, badge, nameplate, weapon attachment, etc. it can only be unlocked by playing the game. There is some DLC for the different Titans that gives them a different chassis and I think a skin with it. But, I mean, there's only one for each Titan, and it's not very pricey. This has to be my favorite loadout at the moment. I have the chili pepper one, just for when I'm, really not having a good day, and I just need to cool off. Then, obviously, the car is the most accurate gun. But the alternator is just, mwah. And no one complains when you use this one, which is great, even though this one is so much worse. Kills people twice as fast, at least, if you can hit everything. When it comes to matchmaking, there's still a decent player count for this game. In the evenings, I always find matches fairly quickly, like usually within a few seconds, on the London server anyways. I can't find any matches in the mornings though, because gamers either just went off to bed at 6 AM or are waking up after a short siesta so that they can go to work. There's also quite a few factions in this game. Most of them are from the campaign itself, with one or two that just aren't from it either. The Apex Predators, which is what the Apex games were based on, their leader is Cuban Blisk. Blisk has a South African accent, which is pretty cool. I'm South African, he's South African, I'm making it weird now, but it's cool to see it in a game, to see something from my home country there. And you'd think that, maybe I would decide I would choose that faction, but nope, 6-4 evermore, baby. That is my jam. I don't know, after seeing this, I was just sold. Heck yeah, we will. And the lack of live service is probably why the game has also mostly been abandoned by Respawn, I think. Except for when they want to promote Titanfall-inspired Apex stuff, which most Titanfall players really don't seem to care for. There are plenty of videos that talk about the DDoS attacks that used to plague this game and how Respawn keeps not releasing Titanfall 3. So I won't go in depth on those. But Respawn not touching the game is probably a good thing with all of the Apex drama that's been going on anyways. So yeah, let's maybe not get them to touch it too much. Titanfall 2 is an experience you won't find anywhere else. Trust me, I've been trying and I ended up playing this Genshin Gundam 5000 simulator for far too long. Games with good movement are my bread and butter, so a lot of what I play on this channel is from games with good movement or tight gameplay. So if you like this video and you want to see what other games I've been getting into, YouTube thinks that you like this video here. Alright, that's all from me. Thanks for watching. See ya!